Working now. We had to reload this one. Okay, we're here at the Bison Manure pile, and today we're going to look at whether or not our compost is too hot. So what we've got here is 30 yards of Bison Manure. This has been composting for approximately 3 weeks, and this pile has been turned about 3 times already. So basically what happens is you let the pile heat up. So it's thermophilic composting. That means you're letting the pile get hot. That takes place between about 130 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. If you go much hotter than 160 degrees Fahrenheit, it can get too hot and actually kill off all of your beneficial microorganisms. So we don't necessarily want to do that, but I have kind of a hot take, let's call it, which is at the end of the thermophilic phase, you could, this is a thought process, now hear me out with this one, you could let your compost go too hot if you want to sterilize it and get rid of your excess nitrogen. And why would you want to do that? For me, the reason I want to use all of compost is for our vegetable garden. So if I am creating brand new gardening beds, what I'm going to do with this is try to use the compost or the manure straight. So I'm not going to mix it with soil. Now, if I'm doing that and there's too much nitrogen in it, I'm going to kill all my plants. But if you do thermophilic composting and let this get super hot, what could happen is you could strategically get rid of your excess nitrogen with that excess heat. And that would lower the threshold for you to be able to use more manure at a higher concentration. So it might seem a little bit confusing to you if you're not used to gardening. And what you might want to do, what most people would do, is top dress compost on top of a garden. But if I want to seed directly into my compost, or in this case into the manure at full strength, burning off excess nitrogen with too much heat would actually be a good thing. So composting at 130 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit helps break down the organic matter as fast as possible. Hey, Cobra Gaming. So what we're doing here is we are breaking down this manure pile. This is bison manure, which is from a bison herd of about 300 head of bison that my cousin owns. And I'm doing an experiment with this in order to break down the poop so that I can do organic vegetable production in a large scale market garden. So if you're building new gardening beds and you want to be weed free, you want to use sterile compost that doesn't have weeds in it. But using manure at full strength and seeding directly into that will kill off your plants because it'll be too strong. But really hot thermophilic composting, that can burn off the excess nitrogen and make it safer for your seedlings. So what we're going to do right now is see what the temperature of this pile is. I have a meat thermometer here. I thought I had my pitchfork, but it's over here. I'll turn the camera around so you can see. We're just heading over here to my other compost pile. This is a little more broken down. There's another big compost pile. There's cow manure, straw bale, pile of mulch. But this is our bison manure, one of my dogs. Got my meat thermometer here. So we're just gonna break into this pile and see how hot we actually are right now. And I can tell you that this is pretty hot. Okay, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's actually steaming right now. Now, just to show you where we're at, this is not active yet. This is set on beef. 140 degrees Fahrenheit would be rare, I guess. And right now the temperature is reading 71 degrees Fahrenheit, just sitting on the top of the pile. So we're gonna stick this right in there. We're probably 18 inches or so into the pile. Now, look at that. It's going up quick. Okay, we're getting to the top end of what you want this temperature to be. 160 is getting too hot. Hey Rick, yeah, I do have a sawmill out back too. I've been milling my own lumber. I built the chicken coop this spring. Okay, so we're at 165 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So I really should be turning 166. Wow, this is a hot pile. Let's see how it keeps going up. So this is about 30 cubic yards of manure. And I have turned this pile over already 3 or 4 times now with my skid steer. Okay, so we're sitting at 166 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're not going to kill off all the good bacteria or all the good microorganisms and bacteria inside there right now at that temperature, but we're getting to that stage where it will start killing them off. I should be turning this pile if I want to keep it alive a little bit longer, but what I think I might do is turn this one more time and then just let it go super hot. So that's where we're at, and if you guys are interested in seeing where this ends up, please like, subscribe, and we will follow this story a little bit longer. As well, if you're curious about the style of market gardening that we are going to be doing here, I am closely following Richard Perkins, who has a very similar educational background in horticulture production that I do, and all the methods that we're doing, we are going to be making a lot of compost for our future market gardens, because the style of growing that I'm going to be doing is not traditional till agriculture. We're going to be making brand new composted beds. And thank you very much, Rick. So what we're going to be doing is making our own composted beds with all of our own material. But in order to do that, we need to have unlimited supplies of material, bulk materials. So I do have quite a bit from my cousin's buffalo herd, but that is a bit of an unknown to me right now, how well that's going to work. I think it's going to work good, but this is an experiment. What I know works for sure is having chickens. So we actually have a small flock of chickens right now, but next year the chickens are going to be growing a lot bigger because we have all this land right here. This is a hay field, and what we're going to do is run chicken tractors through this land and use kind of a rotational grazing method where we're going to combine that with our market garden. So we're going to run the chickens through and do it a little more intensively, so they actually stir up the soil and mix all of this beautiful alfalfa and crop into the soil. And then we're going to build our beds on top of that using this manure that I just showed you. So what we're going to do is lay out massive rolls of cardboard directly on top of the soil after the chickens have gone through, place the manure on top, and grow directly into that. So that's where we're at. We will keep you updated on the manure pile. I didn't want to make a super long rambling YouTube live here, but yeah, just want to give people who are interested a little bit of an update. And for people who have subscribed to me 4 or 5 plus years ago at the beginning of COVID, I am coming back on YouTube. We are here to stay. We found our forever home, but I think the tensions of YouTube and everything that existed 4 or 5 years ago kind of settled down. I feel a lot better coming back on social media again, and we're here to stay, and we're building this long term for our family. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Rick from Oregon. Really appreciate it, and look forward to growing with you guys. So anyway, yeah, Rick, tell me about yourself too in the comments, but I'm shutting this video down for now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.